and welcome to Women TV. Today we are very excited to have a very happening guest with us, and she is Sangeeta Guha. She is a very famous food blogger of our city and exclusively into healthy food blogging. She is also a food taster, menu curator, and the name of her blog is Moshezz Foodgasm. That's interesting.
Yeah, thank you so much, Shweta, for having me here.
Oh, most welcome. Sangeeta is also a social etiquette trainer and a teacher by profession. So quite a lot of things you do, Sangeeta. Very interesting. You have a healthy food blogging. What really it is and how did this concept begin?
Okay, I was generally doing a lot of food blogs, basically, and I've been continuing with it, of course, and which will also be continuing. But what we came up with is, like, I have, if you've read about Moshezz Foodgasm, the very concept of Moshezz Foodgasm was a cat, which is my cat, Moshezz, going to a food restaurant and trying to try out different, food which is there in the particular restaurant, and eating the stuff and finding out how good is it, how tasty is it. Now we wanted to give it a little twist, and I got Dr. Nidhi Agarwal in my panel and Chef Manoj Rai, who will also be helping me with my blogs, trying to give a little bit of a twist with a healthy food blog. So there are a lot of people who are in the corporate, who are students, who are college going kids, then a social worker maybe who's always traveling and moving around.
Yes.
So it's not always ready to take a dabba and have a home food.
Correct.
So there are times when they go to a restaurant. So why not look at a restaurant also as a home, a lovely homely food joint also. Why not get something which is healthy even in a restaurant?
So we are trying to
so we want to explore that side of food. Like, let's say if you go to a particular dhaba, even a dal makhani and a chawal can actually do a lot of good to your health too, if you can actually have it in the right way and the right proportion and with the right taste. So that was what we came up with.
And the kind of lifestyle we have now, we really don't have any option then to go for healthy food.
Exactly.
Nice. So what's the long-term vision behind this blogging?
My long-term vision behind this is, like, I want to go pan-India. Right now, I mean, Pune, of course, I have a lot more to explore because almost every second there's a food restaurant or a food chain which is just coming up. So, of course, I want to go to every nook and corner, from starting from the street side Pani Puri wala to the cream place like Conrad or Weston or some places like that. But the very idea is to go pan-India. I want to get in touch with chefs. Now, when people generally do food blogs, what I have noticed is they do not go to a particular restaurant and find out what the chef's speciality is. I want to bring that out because it's a lot of love, a lot of affection that the chef is also putting into that food. As mom does at home, I believe a chef also does that same thing. He wants his food to be highlighted. So why not highlight that person also and his food? So I've already done a couple of interviews with Ravi Saxena, Kadir Khan and all. And I want to promote that further. Like, if anybody is there who's willing to, of course, share their recipes or, explore and talk to the audience of, his food audience. And Foodgasm over it, why not?
Wow. Nice. So were there any challenges you faced particularly?
Challenges, of course, because I am a diabetic patient and all. So, of course, there was a little issue when it came to health reasons because, when you're going out and eating a lot. And that's where Dr. Nidhi came into the picture, and she told me, why can't you have a proper food which is a healthy food also? So whenever Ninja is with me, which is Dr. Nidhi Agarwal, when she is with me, it is a different kind of a feeling I get because when I'm eating the food, I don't have any guilt trips. So the challenges which I have faced, I don't feel there are any more challenges. Of course, there are other issues also, like, there are blogger guilds, there are blogger spaces where you have a particular, like, you have to tone with them and do things. Then you have restaurants which you expect that you always want to write something very, very good and nice about them. There are issues which also come with food blogging, but of course not really that much of a challenge. Of course.
And we must thank Dr. Nidhi Agarwal. And coming to you, you're such a successful blogger. So what are those tips you would like to give across to our viewers when it comes to starting a blog?
is ideation. Like ideating about your blog, it should be different from others. So you should have to USP. Like for me, if I can give an example, Moshezz Foodgasm is about a cat going to a restaurant, prowling all over and having food. So something like that. Try to understand who's your audience, who's the customer base that you have. Try to write for them. Like try to see things from their ideation. Like would they really love to read this and go to a restaurant and have a food, because in any ways you are actually trying to say something very good about somebody. So that person and this person should meet, and that somebody is food. So why not connect that way? And the third and the last thing I would say is love. The basic idea of loving something that you're doing, and the passion with which the drive that you get when you're writing something or penning down something, because it's the sheer love for food. Correct. The sheer love for writing, that should be there.
Yeah, that should be reflected.
That should be reflected.
Correct.
Because unless you're passionate about something, I don't think you get out the best version of yourself. So that, of course. Yeah.
Thanks, Sangeeta. And coming towards the end, what's that inspiring message you'd like to give across to the women watching you?
Oh, of course, love food. Always drew, love, dream, think, act, interview, everything. Everything should be related to food.
You're going for lunch after this.
Yeah, sure. Most welcome. Yeah, Moshezz loves getting foodgasming, and you should love food. I mean, that's the best thing that you can do. And also, I want to say something like we are also associating ourselves with Suhani, who is Chef Master Manoj Rai's daughter, and we are coming up with a very good cause. That is Santa Chef. That's how he provides free food to a lot of destitute people, and so we are going ahead with that. So whoever is calling us for the restaurants and all that, we would also like a little bit of contribution, or even if you want to give your food, or just giving you a good thought or something, we would be very happy.
How nice. Thank you for sharing that with us. And how can viewers reach out to you?
Well, I'm coming up with my website, so by August hopefully my website should be in place. Apart from that, of course, I'm there on Facebook as Moshezz Foodgasm, and of course I'll be sharing my number with Shweta, and you can always contact me anytime.
So that was inspiring Sangeeta with us. Stay tuned with Woman TV for more powerful stories. Thank you.